You know, this last year I've really let my buddy Steve W down. And now I'm gonna make it up to you, Steve, because I'm doing a review of the 2019 Toyota RAV4 just for you, brah. All right, guys, I was really excited about the redesign of the RAV4. Now, this vehicle has been around for quite a while, and it's always been a pretty good choice in the small SUV, CUV segment. But this model right here, this generation, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is probably the best. Before I get going, guys, I want to send a hearty shout out to the team over at LUTZSHOP.com. Now, I'll leave a link below so you can check them out. They are the manufacturers of fine, handcrafted wood products. And they're also a sponsor of the Media Mart for June. So I can bring you great videos, and silly, by the way, like this one, the 2019 totally restyled, reimagined RAV4 from Toyota. So that means Steve W., click the link below, check out LUTZSHOP.com, and let them know that the average guy sent you. Just paying the bills. Now, for years now, guys, I've been very disappointed in the Toyota design group in terms of the overall style of the interiors of their vehicles. This new RAV4 is a step in the right direction, in my opinion. Now, there's still a lot of hard plastics around the cabin, but I'll tell you what, the design is nice, modern, simple. It's comfortable. I'm loving these new seats. There's a slim, modern, new form factor to these seats. Now, a couple of pet peeves, guys, on the interior. There's this infotainment touchscreen that grows out of the dash. This is a new trend. I'm not loving this trend. It looks like a blast from the past. I'm not in love with that. Everything on the interior looks nice and modern, and then this second pet peeve, I'm liking the steering wheel. I love the design, matte finish with matte buttons, but the diameter of the steering wheel itself is just too thin and it's too hard, guys. I could see how that would get tiresome on a long ride or on a cold winter morning. It's another Toyota pet peeve of mine. But overall, the interior, I really like the design. I love the climate control center. It's easy to read, easy to use. Love this beefy shifter that snaps into gear, leather or vinyl wrapped. Attention to detail. Now, Toyota does a really good job in terms of space management. The back seat of the RAV4 has just ginormous space. You've got lots of leg room. And look at all this headroom. So your passengers in the back are going to be loving you on a long drive. As my buddy Pedro would say, siesta worthy in the back. Really, really nicely done, guys. And the trunk space is another stellar feature of this vehicle. Great trunk space with easy access. And I love the rubber trim at the bottom of the lift gate. It gives you a good place to hold on to, so you're not worried about scratching up the back of the vehicle when you're loading, unloading, closing and opening, etc. Loving the exterior of this vehicle. Nice update, guys. As you can see, it's a little bit more car-like, or true crossover, but it's got a nice edgy look to it. Certainly doesn't look like all the rest of the vehicles in the parking lot. Not a bad looking vehicle at all. Now, I'm loving the interior and exterior style of the new RAV4, but I tell you, the best feature, driving dynamics. Now, this is the best driving RAV4 ever. I've driven them all. More car-like feel to it, nice growl, throaty sound to the engine. When you put the pedal down in this puppy, it responds. My only pet peeve while driving this around is in stop and go traffic, or let's say at a stop sign. When you put the accelerator down, there's a little bit of a hesitation. Other than that, it's got a great handle, it's got great power, straight as an arrow out on the highway. And in this vehicle, accident avoidance features like lane departure warning with a little bit of an assist, which can throw you a little bit the first time you feel it. It also has blind spot warning and monitoring mirrors. So when there is a vehicle in your blind spot, you get an audible and visual alert, which is nice to have, especially out on the highway. I've enjoyed my time in the 2019 Toyota RAV4, and if you're in the market for a small SUV, CUV, I think you just might too. It's definitely worth putting on the short test drive list. So there's my quick look at the 2019 Toyota RAV4. Average guy tested, average guy approved. Again, I want to thank the show's sponsor, LUTZSHOP.com, makers of fine wood-crafted products. Link below, guys. Check them out and tell them that the average guy sent ya. Now I think I'm going to go for another ride in the RAV4, guys. I'll see you next time. Just look at this. Wood turned with a nice logo. If you have a business and you need something unique and different, an upscale gift, look at that. Fine wood-crafted Louisville Slugger. If you want to send a nice gift to someone or just buy a gift for yourself. Beautiful. Wood turned. Handcrafted. Made in America. Look at that. LUTZSHOP.com.